Hello, hello, everybody. Can you hear me? In the comments, if you would put a comment so I can see ya. I am without my co-host at this moment, but we're going to continue anyway. Everybody hear me okay? I see somebody's watching from YouTube. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I cannot actually see the YouTube chat, so we're just going to deal with it as it comes. We are talking today. We've got a list of things. Oh, hi, Carol. Nice to see you. We have a list of things we're going to talk about today. We're just going to get caught up on things. And I'm going to start with the one that I just heard. And maybe you ladies can help me out in the chat, but I believe June 13th is the date for the Menendez brothers to find out their fate. Is that correct? Let me know if I'm incorrect on that. Let me put this up here so I can show this as well. So here's what I am to understand with the Menendez brothers, okay? Right now they are serving two sentences of life in prison without the possibility of parole. One for mom and one for dad. Um, what I'm hearing is that this hearing coming up in June is not really going to give them clemency. It's up to the governor, but I'm being told that because they have done certain things in prison, they have dealt with drugs, they have had cell phones that were against the rules, and some other things, and they haven't really shown that they are changed men completely. There is a fear that they are not ready to be released, and so they're trying to change it to life with the possibility of parole. And then they're going to need to buck up and behave. And I get what they're saying. I forget who it was that was talking, but they were saying, listen, if you're trying to get out of prison, you're going to do everything by the rules. You're going to be the pristine prisoner, right? You're going to do everything you can to get out of there. And that is not what's happening with them. So this is what I'm understanding is that that's what's going on, that they probably will not be released, but they may get their sentence reduced to the possibility of parole. So I don't know what you guys have heard. If you guys are, I am watching the chat. So yeah, if you have something to say, you're welcome to say it and we can talk about it. And while I think about it as well, I really don't know why my co-host abandoned me, but you will notice on the bottom of the thing, it does say you can tip your host at the Real Talk on Cash App. And we would appreciate anything because it does cost money to keep this thing going. So just letting you know. On another note, let's talk. This is going to be a good one. Let's talk P. Diddy. Let me remove this one. Let's talk P. Diddy because I kind of want Phoenix to be here to talk about the other. So, P. Diddy, Cassie Ventura was on the stand today. That was interesting. I don't know if you guys saw it. She's pregnant, 8.5 months. I felt bad that she had to testify while she's 8.5 months pregnant. But, it has to be done. This has been a long time coming. And I don't know what you guys think, but I 100% do not have a doubt that he did these things. And Cassie says that their relationship was great in the beginning, but that it became bad when he started having these so-called freak-offs. And she said that she had to do drugs in order to disassociate herself. They were choreographed. He knew exactly how he wanted it to go down. Exactly. It was all planned out. She said that sometimes they would last from 1 to 10 hours, sometimes days. And I'm sitting here watching this lady talk about this and just thinking, a lot more. I'm putting myself back on stage. I don't know what happened there, guys. Sorry about that. There is a lot more coming out, I promise. Oh, can you see me now? Can you see me now, Carol? Let me see. Can you see me? I see me. Oh, okay. I was wondering what was going on. I knocked something a minute ago and it just kind of went away. So let me put that back up. Let me put that image back up really quickly. We were talking about P. Diddy, so let me just get that up here. I do believe that you are correct. I think that there's going to be a ton more people. And as I was saying, Kathy did say she was like going through a binder of people, and she was saying, you know, this person, this person, this person. They were all there. They all had like fake names. When Diddy would check into a hotel, he used a fake name. I guess she called him Pop Pop for a nickname because that's what she called her grandfather, who she loved dearly, which is weird to me because why would you call somebody that's doing those types of things to you Pop Pop when they're being like that with you? I just don't get it, but that's just me. You know, what can I say? So anyway, there's that. And I know there's going to be a ton more coming out on that. And I cannot wait to see it. I am here for it for sure. Something else that happened today. This was quite interesting. Kim Kardashian was finally in court after, I want to say 9 or 10 years-ish for the Paris robbery. Yeah, it was very weird. I want to point something out in a second, but it's been quite a while since this ordeal happened to Kim K. And she finally had to go to court. She looked amazing. She looked very professional. We all know how Kim likes to dress up. Notice that necklace on her. It is being said that this necklace is worth $3 million and that she wore it on purpose as a kind of a like, hey, I'll show you. You're not going to frighten me from wearing what I want to wear and having what I want to have. And good for her. I mean, that's all I can really say is kudos, Kim. I mean, I wouldn't want to mess with Kim Kardashian. I just wouldn't. Speaking of Kim Kardashian, besides this, and I did not hear, I don't know if it was closed or not, but I did not see any of the trial on this, any of the testimony that she was giving today. But there is also something going on with her and Kanye West. If you watch at all the news, Kanye has gone quite overboard. He's been really weird and nobody knows what's going on with him. He's always been a little out there, but he is really over the top right now. And people are very concerned with the kids. Now, I don't know if it's true or not, but I do hear that Northwest wants to live with him. Yes, it is sad, Carol, that she got robbed. And I mean, I don't have one way or another feelings about her. I do like Khloe, but she's the only Kardashian that I really like her. But anyway, Dr. Phil was talking to TMZ the other day, and I know everybody has their own opinion of Dr. Phil, but he is Dr. Phil, saying that he believes that Kanye is a danger to the kids. I want to know why his wife isn't speaking up. He makes her do some very strange things, but I wouldn't want him around my kids. Dr. Phil is fearful that if Kim doesn't do something almost immediately, that those kids are going to be taken away and that she's not going to have an option. Although he does say that he thinks that they would go to a relative, maybe like Khloe or Kourtney. I don't know. But these are his words, not mine. I do believe Kanye needs to be removed from that situation. He is, every day I see something about him, it gets weirder and weirder and weirder. He's like from another planet. It's bizarre. I don't know what you guys think about that, but if you have any comments on that, let me know. He is definitely out there. I think I've been completely abandoned to this, this session by Miss Phoenix, but that's okay. That's all right. I'll get on her later. I do know where she's at. I just don't know why she's not hopping on. But anyway, the next thing I want to talk about is good old, let's see, let me look at my list. We're going to talk about good old Gypsy Rose just because we can. The reason I want to talk about this, and I made a video about it earlier, is because of the Life After Lockup show that was on last night. Wow, a lot came to light, a lot. And I want to get you guys, hey Sharon, I want to get you guys to tell me what you think, because we find out in this episode, and thanks to everybody who chimed in because they saw me on there. I know. Thank you very much. They showed that Ken said to Gypsy that if she goes to meet Ryan, he's taking the baby and he's moving back to Texas. That just says a lot to me. It really, really does. I have been wondering what's going on with Ken. Guys, I'm going to put the link in the chat also, in case you guys want to come up. Actually, I put it on the screen. Hold on. In case any of you want to come up to chat. Hold on. Let's see. Let me just put it up here. Copy. Okay, let's see if that works. There we go. Sorry. If you want to come up and chat, you can press that and it will allow you back up. Okay, let me get out of this real quick and get back to the chat. Okay. What was I saying? Okay, I've been wondering what is going on with Ken and why he seems to just be okay with everything that this woman does. But from that remark, I don't think he is. I think that he is putting his foot down. And all I can say is good for him. Good for him, because she had her chance to have closure with Ryan, and she didn't. She decided to leave Ryan and go right to Ken. And because of how she did things, she shouldn't need closure. Ryan's the one who needed closure, and she didn't allow that. And for her to say, meet me at the hospital so we can get this test done, or you can sign your rights away, or whichever it was, that's not okay. It wasn't okay for her to send a photo of the baby as quickly as she did. It really wasn't. I thought it was really, really mean of her. And you could see on the show that Ryan was like, oh, well, I was looking at the features of the baby and it kind of maybe looks like me a little bit. And that's exactly what she wanted him to say. That's exactly what she wanted. She wanted him to have more doubt as to whether this child was his or not. And that's just blowing my mind that somebody would be that cruel. But then I think about it and I go, why am I surprised? She's a murderer. Like, she has no conscience. And for all the people that are siding with her, saying, you know, she needs to have a chance. She did her time. She's a changed person. Let her try to figure out who she is. She has not changed. She's still trying to keep a man on the side in case the one she has is not there. She said in this clip that I saw that the emotional connection to Ken is not there at this time. He's there physically, but not emotionally. Have we heard that before, guys? We have heard that before. We have absolutely heard that before. We heard it when she said it about Ryan. This woman cannot make up her mind. She's just literally saying the same things about each man separately. And it's really irritating, to be honest with you. Hold on a second, guys. I thought I saw somebody in the other chat trying to say something, and it kind of flashed off my screen. Okay, I don't see it. I have not figured out the YouTube thing yet, guys. I know you can see me, but I can't see you. So back to what I was saying about Miss Jip Jip. She is definitely keeping both men at her hips. And now she wants to be clingy. And Ryan was the one who was clingy before, and she didn't like it. And I've heard a lot of people say, well, how come she didn't like it with Ryan, but she likes it with Ken? Well, because she never really wanted Ryan. She never wanted Ryan. She used him as somebody to have a connection with in prison because Ken left for whatever reason. I'm not going to even go there because I don't believe him. And she was using Ryan, using Ryan so she would have something so she could get out and have some place to be. And then she regretted it as soon as it happened. I think she makes a better connection with Ryan. I don't know what you guys think, but I think her connection with Ryan is better suited for her than her connection with Ken. What she really needs, to be honest with you, is a man that will make her listen and make her stop doing these silly little things that she does. She needs a man with a strong hand that says, no, you said you weren't going to post Aurora on social media. That includes her head. That includes her body. Either you're going to post her or you're not. Because you know these people are relentless and they're not going to stop until they see her. So she needs somebody that will put their foot down and pretty much demand from her that she be a certain way. And I see that when Ken says to her, if you go to meet Ryan, I'm taking the baby and I'm moving to Texas. And you know what? He would get custody too. After everything she's done, that man would absolutely get custody for sure. I don't know what you guys think, but that's what I think. Also, I guess one thing that he said was if she did go to meet Ryan, she ain't going with the baby. So he's like, Aurora's not going. And I believe that if she tried to sneak out and see Ryan with the baby, or even without the baby, to be honest, if he found out she was on her way to Ryan, he'd go away. He'd leave. There's nothing holding him here. He likes Texas better. So that's just my opinion. Anybody have anything to say on that before we move on? I'll probably spend another 5 minutes or so on here, and then I may go live on TikTok. So the last thing doesn't have anything to do with this stuff or celebrity or that kind of thing. Oh, I have two things, actually. I just want to speak really quickly on American Idol in case you're a fan. The top 3 were announced last night. Loving the top 3. America finally got it right. Finally. And so I just want to say Jamal, Brianna, and John Foster, good luck to all 3 of you. I think John Foster's going to take it for some reason, but the other 2 probably deserve it more. I'm just saying. That was just a quick thing that I wanted to throw out there. The drama on TikTok is the last thing I want to talk about. And I'm not bringing up anybody's names. I'm not doing that. But I've noticed lately that a lot of people are trying to make amends. I'm going to call bullshit. I'm absolutely going to call bullshit. Because you can't say in one breath that you are sorry and you want to move forward. Hello, OG. And then go on a live and yell and scream for 2 hours and call people names, very bad names, and say mean things about them. You can't do it. If you're moving on, move on. Stop talking about them. But for some reason, that doesn't happen. And it drives me crazy. And it's almost like a tour that these people are doing. They're going from creator to creator to creator, trying to make amends and say they're sorry. I'm not going to engage in that because no matter what I say, I'm going to be the bad guy. And that's how TikTok is. I'd much rather be on here on YouTube, to be honest with you guys. But I do have a lot of people who support me on TikTok, and that's an amazing thing. My mods are absolutely amazing, all 4 of them, 5 of them actually now. Plus we have an absentee one, so I'll give her a little credit also. But it's not okay. It's crime, grab, troll money. It will get worse. The thing is that there's enough money out there for everybody. There really is. And to be honest, yeah, they are. But to be honest, TikTok has changed its creator rules and how you get paid. And it actually is harder to get paid on there now. I have a friend that's been on there, and she was, getting some pretty good money for her views. And that has gone down. I think it was like $1 or something RPM. And now she's doing like 26 cents per million. So it's really, really gone down. And they do that on purpose because they were spending an awful lot of money. But you know what? They make an awful lot of money. So that shouldn't be a problem for TikTok. I see that and I don't believe them. I know. I feel like somebody is getting set up, and I am not going to be the person who is being set up. I'm not. I'm going to stay doing my content. I'm going to do my thing, and they can just, if they're really over it, then fine, be over it and don't talk about me. But I am not going to be friends with anyone. Foundation will not last based on lies. This is true, Snowball. I agree with you. That's okay. That's okay. I can't say anything. It's like, for instance, I got a message today. Somebody told me that, I'm going to say this one name because it's not a bad thing. Somebody told me that Jen was going to have 2 people on her live this afternoon. And the 2 names that they gave me, I was laughing, and I'm not going to say their names. But I knew there was no way that was true. And I reached out to Jen, and she's like, no. I mean, people like to stir the pot. It's just that simple. And I'm still being told that I have like 50 different accounts, and I have my main, my backup, the Wesley, which I still can't access because I don't have the password. And I don't remember how I set it up. And then another page that I make money on that doesn't show my face or voice. So that's it. That's it at this time. So I don't know. It doesn't matter what I say. They're not going to believe me. And so why waste my breath? That's what I have to say about that. It's just what it is. Anyways, so we are going to use this platform here for the time being to just kind of talk about whatever's going on in the world at the time. For each week until we come up with what really works, because this is pretty new to us. And as you can see, I've been abandoned tonight. Thank you very much, Snowball. What was I going to say? I was going to say something and I completely lost what I was going to say. Anyway, like the Pope or those kind of things, we will be talking about all of that stuff. And I would love to get into like some of the politics stuff, not politics, but like some of the things that are happening, like getting the free jet that Trump just got, or student loan news and things like that for the future, but we shall see. So I thank you guys for being here. It's only been 25 minutes, but I did do this solo, so there wasn't really any banter going back and forth. I appreciate those of you in the comments. Again, if you want to tip us at The Real Talk on Cash App, that would be appreciated because I pay for this on my own. And I will probably be over on TikTok in a few minutes to do a couple battles, and I hope to see you there. Thanks so much, guys. I appreciate you.